What's up, guys? Stein here with another video. Today I'm talking about how when you wake up in the morning, how you never want to get up. This comes to me. This thought had to come to my mind, and I had to make a video on this because every single day I wake up, I don't want to do anything. I want to keep sleeping. And I know you guys can relate to this because we're all human beings. We all want to stay in bed and we all want to sleep all day. Literally, like all people want to do that. Every person wants to sleep all day in bed. Like no person wants to get out of bed, go to work, do a workout. Nobody wants to do any of it. Like that doesn't sound like an amazing thing to do. Like it takes a superior amount of discipline, self-worth, self-accountability to be able to do this and to get up in the morning when you're absolutely dreadingly tired. I'm talking about like 4 or 5 a.m. This is normally when I wake up and I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I do not want to get up, but I know that if I get up at this time, I know my day is going to be way more productive. So the reason why I'm sharing with you guys today is because when I do get up at 4 or 5 a.m., my day is 100 times more productive than if I don't get up at 4 or 5 a.m. Like if I don't get up at 4 or 5 a.m., say I sleep in till like 8 or 9, maybe 10, like my day is not as good. It's ruined. I don't have as much time in my day left. Like when I get up at 4 or 5 a.m., between 4 and 5 a.m., like my days are so much more productive. I get so much more work done. I feel so much better. Everything is just better. But the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I don't want to get up at 4 or 5 a.m. It sucks. Like the amount of discipline it takes to actually get out of your bed at 4 or 5 a.m. is an insane amount of discipline. Like I just talked about, it's like an insane amount of discipline. Nobody wants to get out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, at 5 o'clock in the morning. Nobody wants to do that. I'm like Brandon Carter. Yeah, I'm subscribed to his email list, and he talks about how same thing with Tom Brady, of how like Tom Brady like wakes up at 4 a.m. to go train with his supermodel wife. He talks about, he says in his video, he says, do you think Tom Brady wants to get out of bed at 4 a.m. and leave his supermodel wife to go train? He's like, no, he does not want to do that. But he does it because he has a purpose, he has a mission, he's dedicated to becoming the greatest quarterback of all time. And those are the sacrifices you have to make. Like I said, you have to decide what it is, what life you actually want to live, and you have to pay the dividends for whatever life that is that you actually want. If you want to sleep in, if you want to do you, that's your choice. It's our lives. Everyone has their own life. Everyone chooses their own path. That's what I like about life, and that's what's crazy about life. That's what's so interesting. Everyone has their own way of doing things. Everything is always going to be changing. Everything's going to be evolving. Everyone does things at a different pace. Everyone does these things at a different way than somebody else. No one's going to be doing things the same way. But what we can do is take things away from other successful people, but we can take those and do them. Don't do what 99% of people do, because then you're going to get 99% of results of what other people do. Do what other people aren't doing. But like I said, most people don't work out. Most people don't read books. Like most people don't meditate. Most people don't journal. Do these things every single day. Do these things consistently. You will see results. Do these things when you don't feel like doing them. That's what's crazy about discipline, is like if you don't feel like doing something and you do it, you will immediately become motivated again. Like that's what's crazy about discipline, is once you do something that you did not want to do, you will immediately feel more disciplined after, or more motivated once you actually do it. So like that's the crazy thing about discipline. Like it basically teaches you motivation at the same time, because a lot of people do rely on motivation to do things, which gets them nowhere. I remember Joe Rogan says, he's like, if I was only motivated, he said, if I only wanted to work out when I wanted to work out, I'd be fat. Like, and it's so true. Like there's a lot of times, yeah, I mean, 90% of the time, or don't want to work out, but I do it because discipline, doing the things you have to do. Like I said before, life is a trade-off. Life is literally a trade-off. You either trade off eating the foods you love and being fat for the rest of your life, or you be disciplined, eat the right foods for your body, go to the gym, be disciplined, live the life of your dreams. Like, it's literally a trade-off, because like most people want these things, and then they just want to have a good body or something like that. But it's like, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. It takes a massive amount of work to do this. Like, nobody wants to get up out of bed at 4 a.m. and go do a workout. Doesn't sound appealing to most people. If you get the right amount of sleep, I haven't talked about sleep before. Like, sleep is so important. Like, and I read this in 50 Cent's book. It's like every single day he is up at 4:30 a.m. no matter what. Like, literally no matter what, he's up at that time, and he's up, he's moving, he's grinding, he's doing something, like, no matter what. And that hit home to me, because there's a lot of times where we say excuse me, we think we've earned, like, we believe we earned the opportunity to sleep in later. Like we think we earned the opportunity to sleep in till 8 or 9 o'clock, till 10 o'clock. And it's like, no. Be disciplined, wake up early, do what it is you know you have to do. Create the life of your dreams. Literally, create the life of your dreams by doing things on a consistent basis. Doing things that are going to benefit your life on a day-to-day basis. Like, that are going to benefit you. That's the most important part, is you benefiting yourself. Things that are going to actually help better your life. There's a lot of wrong things in this world. And like I said, if we simply had accountability for ourselves, if we simply could teach ourselves to be disciplined by ourselves, if we simply could just pass these traits down to our children, the world would be a much better place. We wouldn't have a bunch of lazy, fat people walking around everywhere, like, and as we do now. Like, that's just, and it's crazy because that's the way it is, and it's always going to be like that, because a lot of people they're just afraid of the work. They don't want to put in the work, and I don't see it changing anytime soon unless we have leadership, unless we have, like, leadership is huge, just to show people the way. Like, look, if this is what you want for your life, this is what you're going to have to do. But a lot of people, they have no motivation, they have no desire. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, very first chapter, he talks about desire and want. A lot of people don't want or desire any of these things. Like, you have to want it. You have to want to wake up at 4 in the morning, 5 a.m. morning. You have to want to put in the work. You have to want, like, you really have to want it. So I know this can be kind of like, I literally just said, oh, I don't want to get up or whatever. You deep down, you want to get up, but there's that other side of your brain that's telling you, I don't want to get up. There's two sides of your brain. The brain that's telling you, you need to get up, you need to go to work, you need to do workout. These are things you need to do if you want to get your life better, if you want to progress your life. And then you have the other side of your brain that tells you, nah, you deserve it. You deserve to sleep in a little later. You deserve to eat this piece of cake. You deserve to drink a 6-pack. You worked hard all week. Like, there's two parts of your brain that are talking to you at all times, like literally all the time, and you have to discipline yourself. You have to train your mind. Like, you literally have to reprogram your mind. Like, I was just talking to a guy who lost a bunch of weight, and he was a bigger guy. He lost a bunch of weight, and he's basically saying, like, how he has to retrain his mind. Like, that's literally how it is. That's why I talk about so much. Habits are so important, and what you do on a day-to-day basis is so important. Habits are so important. You must be implementing the right habits on a day-to-day basis, so you don't fall in the trap. Because, like I said, if you're not disciplined, it's going to be a lot easier to be less disciplined the next time, and the next time, and the next time. So be disciplined, so it'll be easier to be disciplined the next time, and then the next time. Everything you do matters. Everything you do is a habit. Everything. Literally everything you do is a habit. Like, you have to have discipline. You have to do things on a day-to-day basis that are actually going to get your life in a better spot than they were yesterday. Because most people don't do this. Most people hate their lives. And most people are negative about hating their lives. It's like, okay, you hate your life. Why don't you do something about it? Why don't you improve your situation? Why don't you read a book? Why don't you go on the internet and search how to improve your life? Why don't you implement 75 Hard, what I'm doing right now, programmed by Andy Frisella? Why don't you, like, there's so many things you can do to improve your life. People just don't do any of these things. They complain, blah, 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 blah. Like, you have to be getting better on a day-to-day basis, and you have to put in the work on a day-to-day basis by doing the things that actually matter. This includes getting up early. What the whole premise of this video is talking about, getting up early. Works for me. It may not work for you. 4 to 5 a.m. I found works tremendously well for me because I like to get my day going early. I don't like my day to start past 8 o'clock because if it's past 8 o'clock, I feel lazy. I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. And this is just my mindset. This is my work ethic. This is how I operate. Like, this is how I am. If I don't get up at 4 or 5 a.m., I feel like absolute dog shit the rest of the day because I know that I needed to do this. This is my mindset. This is how you must be if you want to improve your life. You must be hard on yourself. You must want to get better. You must have. These are things you have to do if you really want your life to improve. Like, and that's why I'm sharing these videos with you guys. Like, just to show you guys like how it, like what you must do on a day-to-day basis. Like, you have to do them. There's no option. You must do these things. You have to want it. You have to have desire. Because if you don't have any of these things, then, you know, as Andrew Tate says, your life is screwed if you have no want, if you have no desire to change your life. You have to want it and you have to desire it. You have to go after it on a day-to-day basis. Literally, like I said, no days off. I love that phrase, no days off. Because you literally can't afford to take a day off. You can't afford it. You have to live every